Today, one of the largest flower auctions in the world takes place in what is arguably a building with the biggest footprint in the world, Royal FloraHolland. Tulips are thought of as the flower of Holland, and during the Dutch Golden Age they were priced higher than gold. Today, supported by government initiatives, flower agriculture throughout Holland is a major economic engine. Royal FloraHolland is a cooperative that runs a daily weekday auction in Aalsmeer, Netherlands. Centralized Dutch flower auctions began in 1911, and over the years, mergers and acquisitions consolidated the Dutch auctions, creating the non-profit behemoth Royal FloraHolland. As a non-profit, Royal FloraHolland addresses issues within the decorative flower and plant industry that will foster socially responsible, sustainable green growth policies. Every weekday, starting at 5:30 a.m., Dutch-style auctions begin selling plants and flowers from local producers as well as international growers through a combined in-house and internet-based platform. In 2016, over 12.5 billion items were sold from growers to wholesalers and retailers around the world. Tours of Royal FloraHolland are available throughout most of the year.
And this is basically the hub where flowers are auctioned and then are distributed to all corners of the world. So you can already smell the flowers, of course. Yeah. I always say I have one of the best smelling jobs in the world.
Okay, so what are they doing now?
This is sorting. These are actually relatively large orders, and here they are sorted for, well, you see several species and varieties of flowers here, and those guys here on the little cars, they deliver small orders to the trolleys.
So are they sorted by buyers?
Yeah, per buyer. Yeah.
So these are groups of different buyers who have bought these flowers, and then they're waiting here for pickup?
Yeah, for pickup by other cars, and then in small trains are being delivered to the docks of our clients. What you will see here in the building, facing that way, on the right side are the cooling areas, which we will also visit. 24 hours a day, flowers and plants are being delivered here in the building. They are, they come here by air cargo or by ship or by truck. They are going into the cooling areas because the flowers are being cooled on 2 degrees Celsius. They can be kept fresh for 3 weeks. After they are auctioned, they are brought into this area, this large hall, which you'll see, well, behind you will see even more of it. And when they're auctioned, they're being brought to the left part of the building, where the docks of our, well, medium and smaller buyers are. Our large buyers, the largest buyers of Royal FloraHolland, they have their own locations on the other side of the road, which you already saw. Maybe you've seen a bridge across the road here. Well, we will also see the trolley system, which automatically brings those trolleys to the other side of the road. Well, what's important to know, it's called Royal FloraHolland. Here you get the name Royal in your brand name if you exist for over 100 years, and you're the first one in your business who gets to exist for over 100 years. Royal FloraHolland was founded in the 1910s, when here in the area, well, lots of flower growers, well, they had their own flower farms. They were producing, and flowerists from Amsterdam got here, and they traveled to every farm and used to play them out. So every time they asked the farmers, well, what's your price? Oh, well, but your neighbor, the other grower, he has a better price from me. So, well, they came to the conclusion this didn't work for them. So they had to work together to get a better price. They were both competitors to each other, but also they were depending on each other. So that's when the cooperative idea in flower trade started. Well, during the years, especially after World War II, flower consuming in Europe, well, gained popularity, and more farmers and farmers became member of Royal FloraHolland. And well, eventually now we have a cooperative of over 4,000 grower companies and over 2,000 clients, which are basically wholesalers from Europe. The logistic heart of the operations. Every day here there are more logistic movements than on Schiphol Airport, which is also quite a large transport hub, of course.
Buyers get a better price coming here than buying directly?
Yeah, well, about 50% is auction and the other half is direct buying. Produced in Africa, in Ethiopia and Kenya.
Most roses are being produced in Ethiopia, Kenya,
Yeah.
Africa.
In Africa. Lots of them are also Dutch growers who went to Africa. And it's a combination of climate and space, of course, which we don't have in Holland. So for roses, it's perfect. Actually, over 90% of all tulips are being sold during the first 20 weeks of the year. Yeah, so
That's incredible.
if you're talking about a season product, yeah. First, only growers produced for consumption in Amsterdam. Flowers were being brought by boat to Amsterdam after they were sold. But during the years also, well, it was a coincidence, but a couple of kilometers from here, Schiphol Airport was founded. And in that way now, this is a very strategically located location for an international flower hub. Same implies for our second largest location in Naaldwijk, which is in between The Hague and Rotterdam Harbour. For us, for the Netherlands, Germany is by far the most important export country, followed by the United Kingdom and France, Italy, and after that the US is also in the top 10. Russia is also an important export country. And now we want to focus on growth in Asia, for instance, China, which also has quite a large local production. But that's for us an important growing market. Yeah,
I think so.
Okay.